Hey guys, so today I'm going to be doing a foundation, I was like, what am I doing? I'm going to be doing a foundation, concealer, and kind of contour routine using all drugstore products. I've been very highly requested recently to do an updated foundation routine. I have, I think, 2 of them from the past. I'll link them below if you're curious, but I wanted to do an updated one and I realized I have never done one using drugstore products before, and there are a few foundations from the drugstore that I absolutely love, so I figured, why not? Let's do it. That doesn't necessarily mean though that I'm going to be using drugstore products on my entire face. It just means I'm going to be using drugstore products to achieve the base of my face, meaning my foundation, concealer, and my contour. Oh yes, I'm just giving you like a heads up. Nails are a hot mess. Literally like 2 just disappeared in the middle of the night and I'm getting them fixed very soon. So no judgment with the nails. I'm not gonna ramble, I'm gonna get started because I can't stand it when I just like talk for 45 minutes in the intro. So the first thing I'm just gonna do is put my hair up just to get this rat's nest out of my face. So I did buy the Maybelline Fit Me foundation off of your guys' recommendations. I bought this yesterday morning and then I wore it around my house for a few hours yesterday, and so far I really liked it. I liked the color match, I liked the way it applied on my face, I liked the way it wore, but I'm not gonna be using this one in today's video because I can't use something one time and be like, I love this! I have to have like a few weeks at least to try it, wear it multiple times, and really get a feel for it. So with that being said, I'm gonna be using my tried and true today, and this is L'Oreal True Match Lumi. If you guys have been around on my channel for a long time, then this will definitely bring back some good old memories and be very familiar to you because I have loved this foundation for a long time. I've probably gone through like 5 or 6 bottles of this, I'm not even kidding. So this is the Lumi, this is the Healthy Luminous Makeup one. So this specific foundation is going to be great for those of you who are either dry or your normal skin and you really want that luminous kind of glowy finish. What I love about this is there's no glitter or shimmer in it. It doesn't look cheap. It just looks very healthy, just like you've been eating your fruits and veggies, and it just makes your skin look healthy. The L'Oreal Original True Match that is not the Lumi, this one is gonna be much better for those of you who are more combination oily skin because it's more of a matte to natural finish. But for me, I'm dry, and this time of year, I'm like dry. So I'm going to be using the Lumi. These both have a sunscreen in it. This is an SPF 20, this is an SPF 17. I typically don't like sunscreens in my foundation, but for these, they do not bother me whatsoever. My skin's really sensitive, so sunscreen doesn't always work for me. I woke up like this. So I am going to be using a Morphe G6 foundation brush. I just talked about this in my favorites. I absolutely love this brush, love this. And I'm going to just take, by the way, I'm using shade W5 Sand Beige, and this is actually a little bit too pink for me. My chest has more yellow in it than this does, but we make it work. So I'm just gonna take a couple pumps of this and put it on the back of my hand. And I will say that it's really important when you're doing your foundation that you have cleansed and moisturized your skin, and you don't want to wait too long after cleansing and moisturizing to apply your foundation. Like if you cleanse and moisturize at 10 a.m., you don't want to wait until 4 in the afternoon to apply your foundation. I would say about 30 to 45 minutes after you've cleansed your skin is going to be like prime. I'm going to just take this off the back of my hand using the Morphe G6, and I'm going to start right here on the apples of my cheeks and then blend outward. I'm going to go in kind of circular motions around the face to blend this in. And when I'm doing this, I do apply a lot of pressure. That way I can really push this into the skin and it doesn't just sit and lay on top. Anytime I go over my lips with foundation, I look and feel like such a zombie. Okay. I woke up like this. So you can see I have done the entire lower half of my face from here down with this brush, just literally taking one application off the back of my hand. Like I've only gone once and I did this entire area. That's why I love this brush, because I feel like this brush just takes such a small amount of product and just really distributes it all over the face. Like it doesn't steal any of your product, which is what I love about it. I'm just gonna take what's on the back of my hand and wipe it on my forehead so that we're not wasting product, and then just smooth that around. I'm gonna make sure that I go up into my hairline area because we don't want a line of demarcation. That's not cute on anybody. Okay, so that was 2 pumps of foundation and my entire face is covered, and I also blended it down here on my neck and jawline area. And you also always wanna make sure that you connect the foundation to the ears so that, again, you don't have a line of demarcation because nobody can pull off that look. So yes, this is what the foundation looks like just by itself. It just looks very healthy and very luminous, and I I just love this foundation. It honestly does not feel like a drugstore foundation to me, and my skin doesn't mind it because my skin is very, very sensitive, and that's why I can't wear a lot of drugstore products, because a lot of drugstore products are cheaper because of the fact that they are using ingredients that are not as high in quality, and my face is so sassy and gets so annoyed with cheaper products, and my skin will break out and I'll get like hives and rashes. So my skin does not have an issue with L'Oreal True Match, thank goodness. So now I'm going to go in and conceal, and I'm going to use the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. This is my favorite concealer ever from the drugstore. Colors of concealer, and one is light and one is deep. My local CVS and Walgreens never has like an in-between color. I know there has to be an in-between color between these two, and I can never find them. So what I do is I mix them together. So I will take the light one and just do like that, and then I will take the deep one and just blend it in with that. And then I'll just mix it all together as I go. I'm going to take a damp beauty blender to blend this out. A beauty blender has been my best friend recently when it comes to applying concealer. I just love it for so many reasons. A damp beauty blender, I feel like it makes it impossible to overdo your concealer because of the fact that it's damp. It will soak up any excess product that you are applying. So if you are heavy-handed, like a lot of us can tend to be, then a damp beauty blender will be great for you because it really makes sure that you don't pack on too much. I always make sure that I get in that inner corner and I blend it in with the nose, because the foundation that we applied, we used this brush and just kind of like swept it right here. So there is going to be a line right there, foundation. So I always make sure that I take my concealer and I dab in here. Also, you want to make sure that whenever you are applying concealer that you dab and do not rub, because that will just take that product right off your face. So until it's dry, just dab. And again, when you set that concealer, you want to go from the outer corner of the eye to the inner corner of the eye, because that will help prevent creasing, as opposed to going this way, which is what we naturally want to do. You can do that, but then when you get to the end and you're finishing it up, you just want to go from the outer corner in a couple of times, and that will help that concealer not crease. It's kind of like when you're blow drying your bangs and you want to get big volume in your bangs and have them stay, and you want them to lay this way. The trick is to pull them the opposite way and blow dry them that way for a few seconds, and then when you put them back over, they lay perfectly. It's like the same concept with concealer. With concealer, if you dab the opposite way of you're used to doing, it will help set it and not crease. Okay, so now for my favorite part, I'm going to take L'Oreal True Match Liquid Foundation. This is in the shade N7, and I'm going to use this to kind of contour / bronze my skin, which I absolutely love this technique because I just think that it looks so pretty and so natural, and it's just so easy to accomplish. So I'm just going to be taking this straight out of the bottle, and I am going to be using a Makeup Geek cheek highlighter brush. This is like my favorite brush ever to blend out cream products on my cheeks. I love this. I will link it down below, of course. So what I'm gonna do, you can dump this on the back of your hand, you can dump it out on anything you want, but I'm just gonna take it straight like this and just dab this brush right in that area on top of this bottle. So I'm gonna take this brush and I'm just going to contour with this like I typically would, starting from the back part of my cheek. You want to go from the top of the ear to the corner of the mouth is where your guidelines should be, but I recommend not bringing it all the way down because it can definitely start to give you that really intense like sculpted cheek. So I'm just going to go from the top of the ear right like this and then start blending it. And I'm going to wipe a little bit off. I have a paper towel right here. And then I'm just going to blend that upward in circular motions. The entire time we're going to go in circular motions. I do not recommend any swiping like this unless you're going circular, because again, that will just kind of take off the product. And again, I'm just going like this and just taking it straight from the bottle. You can do it however you please, but this is quick and easy. So again, I'm just going to start from the tip of the ear and bring it down towards the corner of my mouth, but I only bring it about to the outer corner of my eye, and then that's where I stop and I start blending upward. You never want to blend downward because that would defeat the purpose of contouring, and that will just kind of make your face look very round. So I'm going to blend this upward all the way towards the temple, down on the apple of the cheek, and then we will move on to the forehead area. So I'm just going to take this and put it right along the hairline because this will just even everything out. I've mentioned many times that when you bronze or highlight, whatever is you're adding to the face, If you want to make it look most natural, you really need to make sure that you put it in more place than just one. So if you're going to highlight underneath your eyes, you want to also highlight in other areas like the chin, the bridge of the nose, the forehead, above the brow, because it will just kind of evenly distribute it across the face. You want to do the exact same thing with bronzer. So if you're going to do the cheek area, you want to also do like the temples and the hairline and the forehead area as well, just to kind of blend it all out, and it'll look much more natural. Go back with this original foundation brush. I have no extra foundation on it, but I'm just gonna go back in this area and kind of blend all this out to make sure that we don't have any harsh lines, because I don't want that bronzer to be too intense on the cheekbones or the center of the forehead. So I'm just gonna go back and make sure. So this is the finished foundation look right here, as you guys can see. What I love about this look is that we used all cream products to achieve it, and it's so simple. And in the summertime, it's very easy for most people to keep like that healthy, glowing, you know, pretty skin that's not overly dry, because we have high humidity and it's very hot. But in the winter months with the cold weather, especially for those of you who are in very cold climates, we lose our humidity, we get super dry, and it's very hard for our skin to look naturally healthy and glowing. Doing a look like this as your base, where you're using all cream products, especially to contour, your face is going to keep that luminous, healthy glow all throughout the winter months. Of course, it's very important to moisturize and exfoliate and use like hydrating masks along the way as well. But this makeup look is a really go-to makeup look for me throughout these cold months, because I just think that it keeps you looking very bronzed and healthy all winter long. So yeah, I'm just gonna go in and finish off my face by just doing a few more things, and I'll be right back. All right, so that completes this look. Honestly, I have Georgie right here on my lap. You can see his little top knot. Hello. Anyways, so yeah, I just went in and did like some basic steps just to finish off this look. I honestly thought the idea of wearing a full face of makeup today was just like so exhausting. So I kind of stuck with that whole fresh face, natural-esque vibe we had going, and just did some basic steps to complete this look. If you guys are interested in what I applied off camera or what I used on camera, what I'm wearing, all that jazz, I will link everything in the description box down below. I'm also gonna randomly link a sweater for you guys down there, because this sweater that I have right here is literally like my new obsession. It's from Nordstrom, it's Topshop, and I know this is so random, but I feel like everyone's always looking for a good, comfortable sweater, and this one is just, I live in it. I've only had it for a week, and I've worn it every single day. I wake up and I put it on. I get out of the shower and I put it on. Like, I'm obsessed with this sweater. I'm gonna link it for you guys just because I always think it's nice to find a good sweater. Anyways, so I'm gonna stop talking. I hope that you guys enjoy this video. I honestly love this technique of bronzing and contouring with just a darker, liquid, creamy foundation. It's just so ideal for the colder, drier months. So yeah, I hope that you guys enjoy. Thank you so much for watching. I love you, and I'll see you soon. Bye, guys. Oh, no, we are not digging through the trash can right now. Hey, Georgie? He's like, who are you to tell me what to do? Bitch, please. I am the king of this house.